just wanted to make this quick video to kind of showcase and highlight an amazing black business that is based in Brixton. His name is called Dida. I was going to show you this, but it's going to be back to front, so no point in doing that. But his name is called Dida. He's from Jamaica and he has a stand of so many herbs to help us. And if you're like me, I'm always into the natural way of healing rather than going to the doctors and taking a bunch of pills and all this kind of stuff. I'd rather get to the root cause of the problem, and I'd rather use the most organic, holistic way of dealing with it, if that makes sense. So yeah, so I wanted to kind of showcase that because his stand is huge. He has so many herbs. All of the herbs come directly from Jamaica, so no GMOs, none of that, none of the added little none of that. It's straight from yard, straight bush, okay? So that is number one. So I just wanted to kind of share that. He's based outside Sports Direct in Brixton. So yeah, so if you're not, if you're not from around Brixton, you can literally just Google Sports Direct Brixton and then he'll be there. I know he's there on certain days, so I will put his number and email in the description below, just so that you can kind of, contact him if you're interested in potentially going to get something. He does act as a herbalist, so the way he will give you herbs is based on what you tell him. So if you say to him, hey, I keep getting headaches, or I keep feeling tired, or I've been feeling quite depressed lately, or whatever it is, he will give you the specific herb that is best to kind of treat that, if that makes sense. So he's really, really good. He's very, very caring, very friendly, so don't be worried. You can tell him Nicole sent you. I did ask him if he had an Instagram page or a website and all of that, and he said nope. I said, so how do you get your business? And he said word of mouth. So I said, okay, I'm gonna use my mouth and spread the word, but I am gonna try and help him also set up a page on Instagram, because I think he needs to showcase what he's doing. He has so much available, so many herbs available for you and your health, whether you're old, young, man, woman, don't matter. He has it, period. Okay, anyway, so I'm gonna move on to what I've got and why I've got it. So there's a few things mainly that I wanted to get from him today. The first thing was to help with just to have a cleanse. Like, I feel like I just need a cleanse. Like, I asked myself this question: when was the last time I did a full body cleanse? Like, just cleanse my gut, my colon, just cleanse, man, just cleanse. And it's been, I think it was before lockdown. And if you're like me, I have eaten quite a lot of shit during lockdown. I have obviously tried to maintain as much of a healthy diet as possible, but there are some days that I have kind of ordered some Krispy Kreme donuts and a burger, and yeah, so I just wanted to kind of start off first by getting a cleanse, like something to just cleanse and reset my system. So he recommended Korkscrew. I think other cultures and stuff will have a different name for it, but yeah, he recommended some Korkscrew. You literally just take about this much, like just a small amount, and boil it with a couple of cups of water and drink it. And he also put a label saying laxative. So I would say, if you are going to get this, obviously pick the most appropriate time to use it. I won't say anything else. So yeah, I got Korkscrew and loads of health benefits, apart from obviously cleansing you, but yeah, so that's what I started off with. So that's one thing. So I wanted to cleanse. I wanted to really cleanse my body, and just, another thing as well is, like, once you've cleansed, you want to, of course, replace those lost minerals and things that you've lost. So of course, I got me some sea moss. I use sea moss anyway. Sea moss, Irish moss, same thing. So the great and awesome thing about, if I'm looking over here, it's because I've literally got all the things in front of me, like all the benefits. I don't want to miss anything. But yeah, so sea moss is really good. It has 92. So our body is made up of 102 minerals, and sea moss has 92 of those minerals. So just think of that. Just think of what this does to your body, and it's such an easy thing to incorporate into your everyday life. So it takes little, like, doesn't even take that long to make. You literally just wash it, soak it, boil it, leave it, store it in the fridge, done. And it kind of turns into like a jelly. Like, once you boil it up and leave it to cool, it turns into a jelly, and then you can store it in your fridge. I don't add anything to it. Some people, you know, add cinnamon to it and all that kind of stuff. I want mine plain because I don't want to taste it. And that's the good thing about it. It hasn't really got any taste. So how I personally use it, you can put literally a spoon in your tea, in your coffee, spoon in your smoothie, in your porridge. Like, you literally won't taste it, but just having that spoon each day, I'm telling you, you're going to feel the difference. Because when I started taking sea moss, honestly, like, my energy levels were like higher, like I could concentrate for longer, like it just helped me so much. So I am big on sea moss and I won't change that for the world. So yeah, so sea moss, I'll tell you about the prices and stuff at the end, but actually no, I'll just do it when I go along. Actually, I'm not going to do it now. So this was £5. So most of his bags that are this size are £5, and then there's another size that's usually about £10 to £15. But for £5, that is a lot of tea that I can make from this one bag. For the sea moss, this is £10. Usually he'll have a much bigger bag that he will get directly from Jamaica, but of course, because of COVID and because of how everything's been, it's been kind of a lot harder for him to kind of get certain things in based on obviously who he has growing them and stuff like that. But £10 for, you know, it's not that big of a deal. I live in Brixton, guys, so you're gonna hear sirens. I'm sorry about that. I'm sorry. So yeah, so wanted to have something to, of course, replace my minerals and make sure that my body is as strong as it needs to be. The cleanser, cool. The next, I've got a lot going on. The next thing that I have is for my fertility. I don't want to say fertility really, but I guess it is like fertility, male fertility. I mean, it's good for either female fertility or male fertility, to be honest. So 2 years ago, I was diagnosed with PCOS. For those of you who don't know what PCOS is, it's polycystic ovary syndrome, okay? It's in the word, cysts on the ovaries, darling, okay? But the syndrome part comes with a lot of additional things. So that could be like hormonal imbalance. Some women have increased testosterone, so they might grow hair on their face, on their neck, on their nipples, you know. It can do a lot. Luckily for me, I don't have the more severe form of PCOS. It's very much my hormones and my cycle, basically. But I'm not going to go into too much detail about that. As I said, it's not life-threatening. It's not like, oh my God, like I'm all over the place. I just thought, you know what? Let me ask him and see if he has anything to kind of give to me. And I'm 28. I don't have kids yet. I want to make sure that my body is in the best possible position it can be. So he gave me 3 different herbs. The good thing about these herbs as well is that even by themselves, they have also great benefits that aren't to do with fertility. So I'm going to talk through each one. So the first one I'm going to talk about is the bamboo leaves. He recommended I take bamboo leaves. Bamboo leaves have quite a lot of benefits. I'm going to be looking over here because there's too many to talk about, but I'm going to just read them out. So it can promote detoxing. It could be good for having intestinal worms or intestinal problems. Really good for ulcers if you have any ulcers. I don't, but you know, it could be good for that. Treatment of any respiratory disorders. Obviously we know COVID affects your respiratory system, so could be good for that. Treatment of lung and stomach heat. I don't know what that means. Restores male fertility. So guys, you know, get you some bamboo leaves, you know what I mean? You know, you don't want to be firing blanks, okay? Balances your sugar levels, has amazing antibacterial properties, prevents birth disorder. So this is when it starts going into kind of fertility stuff. It promotes hair and nail health. It keeps the skin healthy. I mean, obviously for me, I'm quite lucky that my skin's always been flawless. Treatment of stomach disorders, promotes overall wellness and health, anti-tumor, and helps to kind of balance your cholesterol in your body. So just this alone has so many benefits. But yeah, so bamboo leaf. Oh, they're all falling everywhere. The next one is a ram goat. Okay, ram goat dashalong. Some cultures or some other countries might have different names for this, but yeah, ram goat dashalong. So some of the benefits include regulates the male and female reproductive and hormonal systems. Okay, so really, really good. Treats infertility. Obviously, I am fertile, but as I said, I want to make sure that I'm keeping that health in additional, function. I don't even know if that makes sense. Treats menopausal conditions. So this is really good. Like if your mom or your aunt or your grandmother is suffering from menopause and they kind of can't really deal with all the hot flashes and all the stuff that comes with it, this is really good. Can also treat anxiety. So again, if you're dealing with any kind of mental health issues, your moods are fluctuating a lot. Because remember, our moods are based on our hormones, and our hormones are also affected by what we eat. So get you some Marygold. It could be a mild tonic and laxative for your children as well. So they would recommend that you don't give your children the Korkscrew. But if you wanted to kind of make sure your kids' systems are cleansing out and all of that, definitely get you some of this, which is the Goat Dashalong. It can also be, treat your nerves and just, your moods and all of that. It treats impotency and sterility. Sorry, I didn't know how to say that word. And also treats prostate conditions. And men, okay, black men are more likely to suffer with prostate cancer in the West. I don't know if that's, a statistic that's in the Caribbean and Africa, but in the West, black men are more likely. So anything that's going to help your prostate, your bowels, all of that kind of stuff. Yeah, so get you some Goat Dashalong. And then lastly, we have Marygold. And Marygold, again, and by the way, how they look is literally just like dried up leaves and sticks, and yeah, that's what they look like. So some of the great benefits of Marygold, as I'm reading from it. So of course it's packed full of antioxidants. It may promote wound and skin healing. So if you've got like scars or like cuts that aren't like clearing away quick enough, this could definitely help potentially. May combat certain cancer cells in your body. May have antifungal and antimicrobial properties, so can be really good for that, antifungal and all that kind of stuff. Can also support your oral health as well, so your gums and when you have like oral disease. I am personally, luckily, I don't really have any oral issues, but still, can also help improve your skin. So really, really good, basically. So what he's mentioned to me, sorry, I'll just like stop reading. So what he said that I should do as a woman, I should take the Marygold, the Marygold, and the bamboo leaf all together. So take a bit from each and then boil it in about 1 to 2 liters of water. And then you can drink it cold, you can drink it hot, it's completely up to you. Just store it in the fridge and just have a cup a day. So I will be beginning that from today. So as you can see, I've got quite a lot of herbs, but I really wanted to make this video because I really wanted to kind of shout out Dida and his stand and his team. Okay, you can't really see his name, which is really annoying, but I'll try and leave some information down in the comment section. I really also wanted to showcase and promote a black business. It is black, I was going to say it's Black History Month, it's obviously not, but I was going to say that we should be supporting black businesses anyway. It shouldn't just be in Black History Month or November or because it's Black Pound Day. We should just be supporting black businesses, period, okay? So I wanted to do that, and I think it's an amazing thing to promote. Health is wealth, and if we're not healthy, if we don't feel healthy, all our plans, all of our dreams really mean nothing, because who can actually do them if you're not here and you're healthy? And so anyways, I'm rambling now. I don't want to ramble anymore, but I just wanted to promote that. Any questions, DM me, let me know, drop a comment, I'll get back to you. But yeah, hope you guys have a lovely week. Happy Monday, and I'll be back with an update on all of these as soon as I can. Bye.